Welcome once again to another episode of Soul Talk. As you know, we do this every year for Adventure in Faith, where we hear from our members and friends on their journey on how these principles and teachings of UTC, UFBL support them in living their best life. And today, we're doing an encore presentation. So we have back with us none other than Reverend Shakira Taylor and Reverend Mitchell Walthour to share with us their journey since last year on their ministerial unfoldment. And today we're working with mental and emotional unfoldment. So they're going to talk a little bit about that too. So again, welcome Reverend Shakira, welcome Reverend Mitchell.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying yes to being with us.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having us.
Okay,
Yeah.
so to get started, share with us, just catch us up.
Mhm.
What's happening since we last talked?
Okay, so the last time we talked, we were actually preparing for LNO, the licensing and ordination interview, so we can become licensed as ministers. And spoiler alert, we passed. And so we are here as licensed ministers now. And as far as how things been work, we've been supporting the church, implementing our projects, and doing a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just to add to that,
Mhm.
so we had the graduation, right? So we had the
Yeah.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Then after the ceremony, what we've been doing is what we call the practicum.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with the practicum, we have to work in the different ministries
Mhm.
of the church. We have to complete the sacerdotal duties of baptism,
Yeah.
wellness visits, the
Yeah.
chaplain's call. So the church administration, everything, all the aspects of the church we have been working on. So I would say it's been a full schedule.
Okay,
Yeah.
it has. Yes, it has. And one thing you're doing is working on your projects, your ministerial projects.
Yeah.
And both of your projects, in a way, deals with relationships.
Mhm.
And today we're working with mental emotional unfoldment. So share with us a little bit about your project, how it ties into relationships, and the mental and emotional unfoldment that we need to stay healthy
Mhm.
mentally and emotionally.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, our projects, the Good Vibes Lounge, so it's two components to it, and this is the same for actually the both of us. There's an online component where we have discussions, and then there's an on-site component where we just collaborate and just talk and just leisure, relax, and enjoy ourselves and connect, and even sometimes disconnect from some things. Um, and it all supports mental and emotional well-being, mental and emotional wellness, and that's so important. I believe.
Absolutely. I would add to that for me personally, I don't see much of life happening outside of relationship,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So sometimes we use the word relationships and the immediate thought is it has to do with husband and wife or your intimate relationship. But for me, every environment, every encounter is really a relationship that you're having with us as a community, Universal Truth Center, or with your family, or with your friends, or with your coworkers. It's all relationship, right?
Yeah.
And so the Good Vibe Lounge is revving things up with vibe for relationship and soulful fellowship. Now that began kind of with a couple centric, kind of couples thinking in mind, but I have since like changed it or shifted a little bit. So, in one hand, we're doing local gathering in South Florida, hanging out. And for me, that creates a space for mental and emotional unfoldment because as a couple, we need to create or be in a safe environment to express ourselves, to learn from each other, to process whatever might be going on in a just a safe space.
Mhm.
And I think when you couple healthy, like-minded individuals who are experiencing being in a relationship and who are also eating food and having some good vibe, it creates like a healthy outlet
Yeah.
for us to express versus just being, by yourself and feeling like you don't have like felt needs or shared needs
Right.
with the community at large. So the in-person component speaks to that, but the online space, which is our sip and tell event that we've been working on, I wanted to open that up to everyone, right? Those who are seeking to be in a more healthy relationship or to work through the dynamics of their relationships, and relationship being with anyone and whatnot, uh, can come and be in that space and have a good vibe, right? So it's sip and tell, and it's just going to be a good vibe, music and vibes, and so that's been going well. It's there's two happening for this year, and then next year we'll pick that back up.
Okay, great. And Reverend Mitch,
Yes.
I know you are planning on doing something in late October
Yes.
that
Yeah.
centers around mental, emotional health.
Yes.
You want to share with us a little bit about what that is about?
Of course. So October 26th, save the date. More information coming soon. I will be hosting a matinee and workshop on anxiety. The film that I selected was Inside Out 2, which it killed the box office this year. And so, seeing it in the theaters is like, whoa, just the metaphysical principles that's in this could help. And I know a lot of anxiety, kind of ramps up around this time, especially with elections and a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking,
And the
okay,
holidays coming up.
right, that
Yeah.
too,
Mhm.
like a lot of anxiety. So it's like, okay, well, let me bring this, to my community so we can laugh together, cry together if needed, heal together, but definitely walk away with practical tips and just a new understanding that you don't have to fear anxiety. You just have to know what it is and do what you need to do to have it work in your favor, because the way the movie presented it is like, oh my God, like this is, it like,
Yeah.
Useful.
right, it's useful and it's practical.
Yeah.
We can use it. So so stay tuned. I hope to see you there. It's for all ages, all groups. Please bring families, find children and bring them here. It's for everybody. It really is. So I look forward to it.
Okay, cool.
I just want to add real quick,
Sure,
what
sure.
he's saying, bring someone.
Mhm.
We're in this era of
Mhm.
just working with community,
Yeah.
right? And we're
Yeah.
in this era of just sharing this good news and
Mhm.
information. Just share what's happening in your life and
Mhm.
be open and having fun, right? So
Yeah.
both our projects are related in that way, and I think that's exciting for UTC to just create that space for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of creating space,
Mhm.
I kind of hear through the grapevine that you two may be doing a joint venture together sometime late, or not late, but early next year. Just give us a little tidbit. What? Oh, and maybe even this year. Maybe this year. Okay, I just got that in my ear.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about what that may be, without giving too much away at this time.
Yeah. You wanna talk? Oh,
I mean, listen, why wouldn't we
Yeah.
correct.
support each other in our ministerial journey? Because as you all see, I mean, we're aligned.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's basically the same project with different names, So,
That's it.
and of course, the point is to bring community. It's to bring play. What we're going to do this AIF, it's to get rid of the fear and just the unnecessary stuff that's dividing us. Now, dividing us from God and dividing us from each other. It doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but as far as the events, we are planning it still. It's a lot of ideas that we're running through, a lot of dates, when would be the best time to do it. We don't want to bump too much into the holidays and throw people off. And,
Mhm.
we're just trying to figure out what would be the best time. But of course, it would be worth it, whatever we decide to do.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Shakira, you want to say anything about
I
it?
think I'll add to that. I'm just thinking right now, as you said something in your ear, right? So the last time I was here doing the Soulful Fellowship, I kept mentioning fun, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm still in my fun era. That's it. Right? I'm in my fun era. In addition to that, I'm in my collab era
Mhm.
about collaboration and finding ways to collaborate with people, right? And all over. So I'm in those two eras right now. Good Vibes Lounge, Soulful Fellowship. We're working on some projects and some ideas. One we think is we're affirming that it will manifest for the end of the year.
Yeah.
And, we were laughing because I said good vibes come out of the soul.
Mhm.
So why not Soulful Fellowship and Good Vibes, right? And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a community event, and it's going to be chill, fun, Just that's it.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay.
happening. End of the year.
Great.
So
Looking
more
forward
to
to
be
it.
coming for that.
Looking forward to it. Yes.
Yeah.
So you both you tied
Mhm,
your time, treasures, and talents to UTC and UFBL.
mhm.
Just share with us briefly, why do you do it? Why do you tie your time, talents, and treasures? And how does it benefit you?
Mhm. I mean,
Can you go first?
right.
Go. You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
All
You
right,
go.
I'll go on that one. And I've shared in this community, when I first got here, tithing was not necessarily my thing, right? And I was kicking and screaming even in our relationship, um, as it relates to tithing. I'm at the place now where there's no separation in how I'm living out my life
Mm.
to tithe my time, my talents, and treasure, right? So what's on the what's on my bank statement is supposed to be lining up
Mhm.
with my values, what I'm valuing, the era I'm in, fun and collaboration, the tithing that I'm giving, to UTC specifically, who have given me so much
Mhm.
and has supported my transformation mentally, emotionally, spiritually, relationally, in every area.
Mhm.
So for me personally, there's no separation
Okay.
at this point.
Cool.
And I know, we, if I could speak for us, have tithed ourselves out of financial situations,
Mhm.
seen the miracles of
Mhm.
that in our relationship. So, and in our marriage or whatnot, there's no separation.
All
I
right.
just can't separate the two.
Okay. Mitch?
I mean, likewise, it's how do you not give back to something that has given so much to you? Because if I think about it, think about my life, think about how I got here. UTC played a big role in that. So how dare I not give back? Like we all win,
Cool.
That's it.
We all win.
right?
I love that.
And
Yeah.
that's what it's about. It's about win-win.
Yeah.
The community wins, and the members and friends of the community win.
Yeah,
And the community itself could not win if the members don't win.
right.
So we gotta be collaborative and support each other in this, what I call a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
That's it.
So thank you.
That's like 100.
Yeah.
So in closing,
Mhm.
what parting words of wisdom do you want to share with our congregation, with our members and friends, as to either how these principles can help them, their mental emotional unfoldment, or anything that comes from your heart? What would you like to share with them? Uh,
I mean, as our pen says, it works if you work it.
oh, yes.
So, this again is a practical teaching, but it can only do for you what you're willing to do for yourself. Because I used to think as far as our imagination, sticking with our theme, that
Yes.
I can just imagine it and it'll come to me. Now, while part of that is true, there is some work and some steps that you
That's
have to
right.
do to at least get to it. So, just be open and willing because a lot is out here. Like I never knew I would get back into a PhD program, never knew I would become a minister. Like just
Yeah.
things will happen, but you have to happen with it. You have to take those steps because God is there. As I said one time, just take one step and God will take the rest for you.
All right. I
God
like that.
you-
Things are happening. You got to happen with it.
Yes.
I like that.
What's coming up for me is, for a lot of the members in the community and maybe even visitors or whatnot, they come in and I think that I would want to say they're experiencing seeing us
Mhm.
mentally and emotionally unfold
Mhm.
over the years, right? As teachers, as ministers, being on platform more and more, like you're literally getting to experience a model of something, right? It doesn't always look good. We're not always, well, I'm not always
Right.
at my best,
Yeah.
but you're seeing that happening,
Yeah.
right in front of you.
Yeah.
This is what community does, and this is why it's so important to create that healthy space
Yeah.
to grow and to share and to express yourself freely.
Yeah.
And we get to do that here. we have to do the work.
Yeah.
That's the closing message, really. We have to do the work.
Hmm.
It is work in and out, and we have to do it
Yeah.
no matter what.
Okay. Thank you. And so, Reverend Mitch, Reverend Shakira, I want to say thank you personally from myself. Thank you for your love and your support of our community and of me personally. Thank you very much, especially my wife, my beautiful wife, Shakira. Thank you. And Reverend Mitch, thank you. We'll form a friendship over the last couple of months and so forth. Thank you for your support.
Of course.
And know that we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you. And we just see God continue to do great things through you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace and blessings. Thank you.